The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Here we are, NBA fans. Playoff game 4 of the second round with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Atlanta Hawks in their house, Phillips Arena. Looking at the Hawks, game 3, a win on their home court. They'll look to do it again tonight, and no question, these home fans are fired up. And tonight, we have what might be considered a borderline must-win game. Kenny, what are your thoughts on how this might play out?
Technically, Ernie, you're right. It's not an elimination game, but it could very well define the series. Given the importance of this, I expect to see maximum effort from both teams.
In this game, you got to make every possession count. That's the key to winning this one. Hitting the boards, fight for loose balls, whatever it takes to stay alive. Got to get it done tonight, Ernie, or else.
Time for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
Sports here to present you the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. It's game 4 and one that could go down in the books. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll see Detroit taking on the Atlanta Hawks. You take a look at Atlanta. Scratching out a home win tonight will be absolutely critical for them, trailing 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and the goal is to win tonight. Make it a best-of-3 series. They already know they're going to have to get one on the road, which is going to be tough enough. But if they can get this one, then they've got a shot.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Since taking over, Pistons coach and team president Stan Van Gundy has quickly reshaped the roster. The wins have followed. He said, "We've come a long way. Now we've got a group of guys who fit together on the floor and are all high-character individuals. There's a much better feel." Kevin?
It's not just about raw talent, but how the pieces fit, D.A. Thanks. The Pistons to start out. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Jackson and KCP are in the backcourt together. Andre Drummond is out there with Prez. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. And it's off from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. Down low. No good. Deflects the pass. Here's Cephalosha. Some solid defense from Harris. Atlanta on D. Came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
The bench production in that game was terrific. Points from multiple sources.
Yeah, this is why you keep adding better pieces to the back end of your roster. You never know when you're going to have to call on them.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Korver sets the screen for Schroeder. And here's Cephalosha for 3. They get it back.
Really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Prez. Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
Here's the screen. Schroeder passes to Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Jackson kicks to Harris. And it's Prez, top of the key. And here's the fast break. Cephalosha leading the way. It's good. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jackson dishes to Caldwell Pope. Drummond passes to Prez. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Caldwell Pope on the wing. The putback. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Schroeder kicks to Howard. Jackson against Schroeder. Korver up top. Dishes it to Howard. Back to Korver. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Cephalosha. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Caldwell Pope outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be a Mike Muscala. That is his first foul of the game. Drummond dishes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Prez. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Prince is checked in for Muscala. Detroit shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Really, Prince is never satisfied with himself. Always looking to work on his weaknesses.
Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Prince. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Teamwork at his finest. Love the extra pass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Jackson. Harris outside. Inside, Prez. And finish off by Prez.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Schroeder kicks to Prince. Back to Schroeder. Howard setting the pick for Schroeder. Passes it to Howard. He used that pick to get in close.
Not only does Howard set perfect screens, he cuts quickly after the pick has been set. Just the perfect pick and roll play.
Now here's Prez. He has 7 and stolen by Howard. Here's Korver, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Reggie Jackson. The Hawks have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Korver.
And yet just another thing he does well. He just has a certain feel for this game.
Jackson with it. Guarded now by Prince. Prez passes to Drummond. Harris outside. Off the pick. And they will call over the back on the play.
Now that's 2 fouls for him, and we aren't even far into this one. We might have to sit on the bench for a while to avoid.
Here's Galloway. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Detroit looking at who they've got. On the wings, Caldwell, Pope, and Harris. Prez out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. 5 on the clock. Jack inside the line. And the shot falls short this time. Pistons trailed by 10. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
They Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Hawks got the job done. He scored 34 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Well, yeah, fellas, we'll see how much he has left in the tank. Will he be exhausted from that last effort or energized by it?
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Galloway. Pass to Jack. The dish to Bazemore. Back to Jack. For the three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Nice off-the-ball movement and action to free him up for a shot he makes on a regular basis. Outstanding work.
It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Caldwell Pope.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jack against Jackson. And Muscala kicks to Galloway. Now Jack, he has 5. He tries for 3. Jack missing again. Pistons trail by 7. Prez dishes to Caldwell Pope. Outside Jackson. To the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Jackson against Jack. Bazemore for 3. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Jackson with it. Now Jack defending. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And Prez really using his length right there well to draw contact. So talented at getting himself to the strike.
Pistons have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Bielitsa, who's checked in for Detroit. Both free throws good from Prez. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And Jack kicks to Muscala. He feeds it to Galloway. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The kick out to Jack. The pass to Muscala. Clock at 6. Dishes to Galloway. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Pistons trailed by 9. Jackson passes to Prez. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's the fast break. Sapolosha leading the way. Outside Jack. Back to Sapolosha. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Outside Jackson. It's tipped and stolen by Sapolosha. All alone. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving.
Get over here, guys. Hustle up. Let's talk. Listen, guys, we've got one.
Saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Well, I also think, Greg, he wanted to give his guys a quick breather. They're expending a lot of energy. They're expending a lot of energy out there right now.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Prez. And it goes down 2 points.
They are
Let's go.
just
Keep the energy
killing
up.
them
Keep the
on the
energy
interior.
up. Lock them.
The Hawks leading by 9. Pass to Galloway. Outside Jack. They set the pick. Clock at 4. In the corner, Sapolosha with it. it, and Jack gets the assist. Cephalosha's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And Bielitz kicks to Prez. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Second, Andre Drummond. The 4th spot held by Dwight Howard.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
That free throw good from
buckets. And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Prince is checked in for Cephalosha. Korver comes in for Kent Bazemore. Ejuan Moore is checked in for Langston Galloway. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And it's sent back by Hill. Now here's Prez. Started by Prince. Prez with the bucket.
Yeah, into a nice flow this quarter.
Atlanta leading by 7. Prince outside. Outside Korver. Kicks it to Schroeder. He dishes it to Moore. Schroeder against Smith. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pistons trail by 10. To the inside. The 8-footer. And it's Prez getting it to go. Prez has got 10 points in the quarter.
He has put forth an outstanding effort on offense this quarter. He will need to keep it up if they really want to cut into this lead.
There's the pick. Prince with a screen on Smith. Korver gets a wide open look. No good on the triple.
Shocking. He bricked out. That shot usually is money for him.
No one near Prez as he lets it go. And another 3 for Detroit.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Prince outside. Back to Schroeder. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Schroeder's got 5 now.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Prez kicks to Smith. Here's Bielitz. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And how about the skill from Prez down on the block, working hard inside and getting the contact in the process.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5. That free throw good from Prez.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Hawks making a switch here. Howard's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Morris is checked in.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Here's Schroeder. That shot is off. Smith with some nice D. Pistons trailed by 5. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Howard. Morris with the rebound. Detroit with the ball. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Korver passes to Prince. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Howard kicks it over to Schroeder. The feed now to Prince. From deep three-point range. No good that time. In a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Hawks lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here was Stan Van Gundy. Coach, you trailed early on, but what changed to get your guys into a rhythm?
We just kept fighting. I don't know what changed. We just started playing. Our guys will keep playing. I know that.
Thanks for your time, Stan. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Let's go, gentlemen. We still have one more half. Listen up. We've got to pick up our defense on Howard.
We return to Atlanta with a spectacular look from above. The sky view Ferris wheel there in the background. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference semis. We're seeing a tremendous game from Prez.
I tell you what, it's a pleasure to watch him when he's at the helm, because of that first half, offensively, he was in a zone.
You love the intuition he brings to the game and the leadership he provides for his team. It's what you're looking for out of your top playmaker.
Shooter runs the play with Korver to his side.
I approve that steal.
Cephalosha is out there with
Presidential
Muscala,
pardon.
and it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Korver against Caldwell Pope, and he gets it to go. 6 points for Howard.
Gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
Drummond, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Detroit, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. No good on the second free throw. The Hawks leading by 5. And here's Schroeder. Back to Cephalosha. Over to the left wing. To the paint. And again, Dwight Howard. Howard's got 8.
Well, you just got to keep feeding him the ball. Everything he shoots has been gold so far.
Prez with the screen for Jackson. Feeds to Prez. They get the rebound. And that one's good. Drummond.
Wow, Drummond is one of the top rebounders in the game. You have to put a body on him, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, just to prevent him from coming away with a second chance opportunity.
Schroeder against Jackson. Muscala dishes to Cephalosha. Shot clock at 5. Here's Schroeder, and the call will be against Prez. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Schroeder against Jackson. Back to Korver. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now here is Cephalosha, guarded by Harris. Howard, the pass to Schroeder, lays it up and banks it in. Schroeder's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Down low. 2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Prez, no good.
Oh, Kevin, he positioned himself perfectly and had all the room to drop that one in, just couldn't get it to go.
Passes to Schroeder. Screen by Howard. Here's Muscala. Rebound, Detroit. Prez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
One of the things Harris does so well out there is shoot the 3 ball, which in turn opens up the floor for the rest of his teammates.
Schroeder against Jackson. Out to the right wing. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
I'm Prez.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Presidential pardon.
Atlanta leading by 6. The dish to Muscala. And Moore kicks to Howard. Pass to Muscala. He feeds it to Moore. There's the pass to Jack. 6 to shoot. To the inside. He's Moore for 3. Detroit with the rebound.
Oh, the D really smothered him there and didn't allow him to get a clean look.
Smith dishes to Prez. He kicks it to Morris. Johnson in the corner. To the middle. It's deflected off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Atlanta making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. .153 left here in the third quarter. Johnson kicks to Prez. 6 to shoot. At the elbow, Smith. And Detroit again with the bucket. Now here's Schroeder. He has 7. Dishes it to Muscala. Schroeder with the ball. They set the screen. Bazemore for 3. Got a piece of it.
Well, after hitting a couple in the first, he has cooled down a bit here.
Smith kicks to Johnson. Pass to Prez. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Third is Andre Drummond. The 4th spot held by Dwight Howard.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
That free throw, no good. Kyle Korver is checked in for Atlanta. And he sinks the second.
That one's for you, mama. That one's for you.
Here's Schroeder. Kicks it to Howard. Back to Schroeder. Outside Korver. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 5th assist in this one. 59 seconds left in the third. There's the pick. Smith kicks to Prez. Smith the pass to Prez. Back to Smith. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Schroeder dishes to Bazemore.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw missing. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Usually ugly trip to the line for him. Rarely do you see that.
And it goes down 2 points. Hill's got his second basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Morris against Korver. He dishes it to Schroeder. Atlanta again missing. Morris. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up.
Let's be the one that just plays harder. Keep playing through it. Keep playing. Keep playing our game. Here we go.
Mike Budenholzer laying it down to his good team, asking a little bit more from the energy standpoint, more effort from his guys.
Yeah, and I think he sees an opportunity for them to try and make a move here. Doesn't want to let that pass by.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Jackson and KCP are in the backcourt together. Prez out there with Harris. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Screened by Howard. It's rebounded by Prez. Prez has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Jackson. Now here's Prez. He's guarded closely. Jackson kicks to Harris. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Muscala, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. The Hawks leading. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Schroeder against Jackson. Schroeder passes to Howard. Stolen by Jackson. And they're on the break to take the lead. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. The Hawks shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Cephalosha kicks to Muscala. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And there's the feed to Cephalosha. Pass to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Unloads. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That's a critical error they can't afford right now. This game is too tight to make mistakes like that.
The Pistons have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Jackson dishes to Prez. Inside, Harris. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
That's just a big boy muscle of Harris, a real energizer who just fights through contact on his shots.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Now Schroeder feeds it to Muscala. Back to Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Howard. Unable to get that one. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Rebounded by Cephalosha.
Beautiful execution in terms of creating space for his shot. He just couldn't get that one to fall.
Schroeder passes to Muscala. Korver kicks to Cephalosha. Back to Korver. The dish to Schroeder. He feeds it to Howard. Pass to Muscala from past the arc. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Harris kicks to Jackson. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Howard setting the pick for Schroeder to the inside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What a total 180-degree turn here. He wasn't making anything in the first half, but he looks like a totally different player now in the second half.
Prez kicks to Harris. Here's the screen. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. The shot, no good.
The defense wasn't giving up any room, and he tried to beat them with better offense. Didn't work out there.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Prez, and the layup's good off the glass. Prez has got 25 points in the game.
Look, he's dominating in an effortless fashion. He's just letting his offense come to him naturally.
Howard setting the pick for Schroeder. There's the pass to Howard, and stolen by Harris. Caldwell Pope outside. From the baseline. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 4 assists now tonight. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Here's Cephalosha. Dishes it to Schroeder. Pass to Korver. Jacks up a 3. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And finish off by Prez.
And Prez just rocking the rim on that one. He is an outstanding dunker.
And here's Schroeder. Screened by Howard. Shot off the pick. But he stays with it. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
A frustrating start to this quarter.
The tray. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
His shot is not on target right now. He better figure this out fast.
Howard kicks to Cephalosha. He dishes it to Schroeder. Here's Howard. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Jackson has the open look. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now an 11-point Piston lead. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
Address a number of things, including whether this is the right lineup.
And the Hawks making a change here. Jack's checked in. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys.
Lock at 6. Right side Korver. To stop the run. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent. And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Jackson outside for Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They set the pick. Jack dishes to Korver. Off target from three-point range. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea just giving themselves a little bit of a break.
The shot's good.
And with Prez, you get it all. Outstanding passes to his guys who have clean looks at the basket.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here we go, one-on-one, 11 feet away, and it falls over the rim and in. 9 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, as we see, as soon as they get the ball, they're looking to run, and they are clearly a fast team out there.
You know, he really just tried to do a little too much there. He shouldn't be afraid to kick that one back out.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Drummond passes to Prez, and finished off by Prez.
And entering the final countdown, game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for the Pistons.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Prez.
Look, the thing that stood out tonight more than anything else was how many easy buckets he created with his passing. It was just a master class in how to move the basketball. He really drove their offense.
No good from Howard.
When he gets it that close to the basket, usually it's a sure flush. But the defense stepped up and stopped him cold in his tracks.
They get it back. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Jackson. They set the screen. And it's Prez, top of the key. They get the rebound. And Drummond kicks to Prez. Harris, right side.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their turn.
Well, that's just tremendous work by them in setting the pace of the game to their favor and maintaining that throughout the game.
Yo, Steve.
What's going on, Prez? Ernie and the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
All right, let's get it.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez.
Hey, this is Shaq. You were all over the floor tonight, scoring and rebounding. How happy are you with the way you guys battled inside?
Man, we were just out there doing what we were supposed to do, you know? I don't really think rebounding well is something to be extra happy about. I mean, if you find yourself dreaming about good rebounding each night, something's probably wrong with you. You feel me, Shaq?
No, I don't feel you, nor do I know what you're saying. I'm not known for my rebounding, but I was a great player, and so are you, buddy. Good job.
And that will conclude our broadcast tonight of round 2 of the NBA playoffs. For Kenny and Shaq and Kevin and the entire crew, Ernie Johnson. Have a great evening.